Welcome to Basics. I'm your instructor, Logan, and this is chapter 3 out of the entire course. And today we're actually learning how to play bass, not specific riffs or grooves or songs, but just how to play it in general. So the most efficient way to learn bass and how to pick up songs and play them is by learning tab, which isn't like sheet music. It's not all complex. You don't need to memorize where the notes are on the fretboard itself, although that's something important that you should learn eventually. It's not beginner level stuff like what we're going to be playing. So instead, you should just learn tab, which isn't as hard because it just tells you what string to play on and what fret to play, and sometimes how long, sometimes not. Some there's note values, sometimes there's not. If you don't know the note values, you can still read tab, but it's definitely helpful. So tab is constructed like this. The lowest string, the fourth string, which in standard tuning is E, so that'd be this string, is the lowest string down, the lowest line on tab. So that'd be the lowest string, and then the string above that is A, which is the third string, which is the second string up, and then so on with the second string and with the first string. So the way that's set up is it's like, if it said, for example, 4-3, or it was the lowest line and it said 3 on it, that'd be this note right here. Which is G. And then if it said 3-3, that'd be right here. Or it was the second line up, the third line down with the 3 on it, that'd be right here. And then a 4-4, or the fourth line down with the 4 on it would be right here. So when you play actually the bass, you're supposed to have your thumb rest here, or just on this string if you're playing up here. It doesn't really matter. You could have it rest just parallel to it, although I don't recommend that. That kind of puts some stress on your hand, not on your fingers themselves. But I recommend I do this, and then I strum with this finger and this finger. I pluck with those, because then you can build up speed if you want. You can get it going really fast. That's called pedaling, when you just sit there and you drone on one note and then switch, and then switch. That's called pedaling. That's used a lot. If I ever mention pedaling in the course, that's what it is. It's just sitting there just playing one note over and over and over and over and over and over and over. In 18th or 16th notes, if you know what those are, it doesn't really matter. So there's 3 things. There's one really good song that's really easy to teach for tab because it's simple, and that'd be, I tabbed it out myself. It's created by Michael and David Dubrochik, called Prisoner of Freedom. And it's right below the video. You can play it there. It's easy. So I play it with my fingers as I go open with just one finger, and then I go with my pointer, which is my first finger here, and then my middle finger, which is my second finger here, and then my third finger, which is my ring finger here, and then second finger back here, and then I just switch. And down here I'm 2 first finger on the open string, so and then I just have my second finger hit the third string. So again, that's fourth string with the first finger when I'm with the plucking down here, and then my second finger is hitting this one, but you could just bounce up with the first thing and go. If you wanted. And again, that tab's below me, so it's and again, that's easy. It's that speed. That's not even like slowed down or anything, but for the rest of the things, I'll play it like a few times normal speed and a few times slower, just so you can get it in case you didn't catch it when it's fast. But that's normal speed, nice and slow, nice and easy. Great thing to learn to figure out tab itself. So back to the tab. Sometimes you'll see it'll start and there'll be the 4 lines. So with starting bottom up, it goes, and it will say E, A, D, G, G, D, A, E. And sometimes when it's in a different tuning, it'll have different letters there. And the other tuning I'm going to teach you in this course is drop D. So that's when this lowest string is tuned down to D. I'm not actually going to retune, but this is tuned down. Actually, yeah, I will. So this string is going to be tuned down to D, and with that you can play some other songs that are later on in the course with the drop D, because that's and you can play all kinds of different stuff with that. There's a lot of metal songs that are in drop D just because it's easier for the guitar to play the first 3 strings of the guitar. It's a power chord, so it's root, 5th, 7th. You don't need, or octave. You don't need to know that. It's whatever. But just some songs call for that, including songs later on in this. But you can tune that with a tuner, like I have here. I have a tuner, or you can tune it by ear if you've already been listening to music, or if you're later on, and using the octave. So that'd be, here is D, because you tune it down, and it'd be the octave would be here. So when you play them together, there shouldn't be any clashing of the notes. So an example would be like that sounds nice. It doesn't sound like it's clashing. There's no dissonance. Whereas if I move from the octave down one, it'd be, you can kind of hear the dissonance there, or especially here with the tritone, which is music theory concepts. That's advanced. Google that. But it'd be like there's lots of dissonance there. Whereas with the octave, again, it's nice and simple, easy. It's not very dissonant. So now you know how to pluck around and play on your bass. So you can use that for the next few chapters to actually learn how to play riffs and warm-ups and learn songs and learn how to play your bass more than just maintenance and that one song I taught you.